Hey YouTube. I had a friend, and his name was Jake. He died this last week. And every single death like that kind of makes you think about where this person fit into your life, how much you should actually mourn this person, etc. But I suppose a little background. Jake was a high school classmate of mine. He grew up on a farm nearby school. I did not live anywhere near school. I lived about a half hour away. Jake was a very interesting individual, to say the least. But it's something that I definitely connected with, because he grew up on a farm. I also grew up on a farm. There's something about that is very binding. Maybe that's a little ironic. During our junior year, Jake was diagnosed with stage 4 Hodgkin's lymphoma. But being the farm kid I know, he didn't let it beat him. He was determined to win. He complained every single day about that stupid port. But in the end, he won. He was in full remission and eventually was declared cancer-free. For years, he was cancer-free. Up until his death, he was cancer-free. So when he died this last week, it came to a shock to just about everybody. Jake died when he was fixing a 8-row combine head, and he didn't black it. And so a 3-ton part from the combine head fell on him. And his father was the first responder EMT on the scene. And his mother was the nurse at the hospital where they took him, and she was also on duty. What do you say to the parents of a son who had already fought with death once before and had won? Someone who was so kind, so smart, so strong, so ready to do whatever needed to be done. How do you tell that family what they need to hear? Never before have I met someone who was less worthy of death, aside from Christ himself. And he's just gone. I mean, if we look to our own earthly means, obviously we don't have anything to say. We say it's an unfortunate accident, I'm sorry to hear about it. But from the Christian perspective, there's so much to say. You say to his family the same thing that Jesus said to the other criminal on the cross. Today, he will be with me in paradise. Because as sad as this is, really it's very happy. Because he's done with his earthly struggle. He ran the race and he won. So yeah, he beat death once and he lost once. But really, his loss, the most victorious loss anyone can ever have. More victorious than the win that he had. I want so badly to go home to go to his funeral, but I can't. I have a night class, and among other classes, at the same time, and I live 7 hours away. But I can tell you one thing that has been further cemented in me by him, which is that don't give up. He could have given up so many times in his life, but he didn't. He didn't. In the end, because he didn't give up, he ultimately won. Ciao.